Welcome to CeCe TV Tuesday. I'm CeCe Clark, where we help ordinary people achieve extraordinary results. So on today's episode, you're in business with your spouse. Today is going to be a guide for couples who live, work, and play together. And I'm so excited to have a special guest with me. So stay tuned for more on CeCe TV Tuesday. So thanks again for joining me today on CeCe TV Tuesday. I'm so excited to have back my very special guest, Miss Kisha L.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. We love when you come and join us here on CeCe TV Tuesday, don't we, family? Absolutely, they said yes.
I heard it loud and clear.
Thank you, exactly. So today we're talking about couples who live, work, and play together. And Kisha and I both have lots and lots of experiences with this.
Yes.
I, of course, am partners in both my businesses with my husband, Kevin Clark, who, of course, I say is the world's greatest husband. And Kisha is partners with
I actually have the world's greatest
Absolutely,
husband, so.
Right. Tell us about you and your husband and your business that you have together.
Yes, my husband actually runs Turn It Up Audio, which is a rims, systems, anything for your car to pimp your ride, he sells that. And ultimately, when he started that business, it wasn't my business, and so we had a couple of rifts in there just because, I mean, it was his thing and it wasn't my thing.
Right.
But I had to learn, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I had to learn that this is our thing.
Right.
You know,
so how do you? So you spend a lot of time working in and on the business, especially when it's something so intimate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how is it that you're able to? What are some tricks that you do to be business partner in the office and wife at home?
Mm-hmm. But I like how you said business partner, because what we have to understand is that even though it's your partner's vision or dream, it's also a part of it is yours.
Absolutely.
You know, it's an investment in your future. It's the way you're going to put your children through college. It's the financing for your travels.
Absolutely.
So once you understand that, you realize, you know what, I need to give just as much to this thing so that it can be successful.
Absolutely.
And the way that we did that was, one of the things I encourage couples to do is identify your true strengths or gifts or what have you. And that's the role you play in the business, because a lot of times what happens is, yes, it's his dream, and so he's so protective of it. And I'm speaking from the husband's perspective, because in both of our cases, and in the case today, it was the husband who started the business. And today I'll talk a little bit about a couple that I met today. They own a small retail store, and it was the husband's vision, and we'll call them Jack and Stacy, just to keep their business private. Yes. And so Jack started this store, and Stacy, you know, she was all telling me all this stuff. Oh, Jack doesn't listen. He doesn't listen. He doesn't. But what was happening was, she was telling him things that are what he's passionate about, his skill sets and things like that. So as I began to sit down and talk with Stacy, I asked her, what is it that you are good at? What is it that you love to do? We have to use your strengths and pour them into this business so that you can have that full spectrum of success. And so just from talking to her, she loves sales, she loves marketing, she loves meeting people. And so I said, you know what? That's a huge part of the business. So let him play the role of being the operations person, of planning all the, the business stuff in the background. And then you get out there and you bring people in. You really market this business and you drive that portion of the business. Well, he wasn't, he's not familiar with that. So it was hard for him to allow her to come in and do that. And what I did was set them both down and said, okay, look, she's going to be sales and marketing, you're going to run operations, and this is how we're going to do it. And so she began to share her ideas with the mediator sitting in the middle, and he's like, oh my God. And it blew his mind just how many creative ideas she had. And he was like, oh my God, that would be good. Oh my God, that would be good. Oh my God. And they were both, again, excited about the business.
That's so perfect, because people ask me all the time, how is it that Kevin and I have been married 14 years, and probably for 13 we've had a business. So and we've done it very successfully. And people always ask me that question, how is it that you do that? And for a number of years, we've worked out of our homes.
Yes.
So we're even more intimate, right? And that's the number one thing that I say is that there are things that are in Kevin's genius that only Kevin can do.
And you leave it for Kevin to do.
And I need for Kevin to do those things, and I encourage him and support him in doing those things. Now, when it's time to do things in relation to human resources or sales and marketing, those are things that I absolutely am passionate about and do incredibly well. So when you marry those two things together in a business, what do you get?
Huge.
Right.
But you know what? And you hit on another key component. Encourage each other.
Right.
Because even though you have skills and strengths and talents, you still need people to say, oh my God, that was great.
Right.
Oh my God, that was crazy. And so one of the things that he hadn't been doing, he hadn't been telling her when she created that display, and it was wonderful. So she didn't feel like she was a part of the business.
Exactly.
And so I told him, I said, I know this is a lot of work and it feels like you're babysitting her, but you have to understand she left her full-time job to come and support you. That was her identity. Now she needs to recreate and get that fulfillment in this business.
Exactly.
And so I said, it's going to be a little bit of work up front, but I guarantee you, when she gets strong and she's all proud and she's confident, then it's just going to be a little, oh, great job, babe. And it won't be as much work. But you have to do that. You have to encourage each other and cheer each other on.
I think that's a critical component. And the next question I'm going to ask you, which is something I know that's been really important for us, is having a shared vision.
Yes.
So how important is it to have a shared vision? And then how do you create that? They're two separate people. How do you help build a shared business between a husband and wife?
Well, and you know what? When you talk about shared vision, I always say, in my house, when people see it, when they come over to my house, it says Allen Inc. It's Allen Incorporated. Everything that we do, my husband is CEO, I'm vice president, and my daughter is an employee.
Love it.
And so everything that we do, we find the common denominator. And honestly, there's a common denominator in everything. So when I get up, even to go to my 9 to 5, I am working towards whatever XYZ thing that we have going on.
For Allen Inc.
For Allen Inc. And so once you devise the mission and vision for Allen Inc., everything you do across the board in your area, in my, in my husband's area, in my, in my area, in my daughter's area, everything is for the common good.
Absolutely.
So you ultimately have to establish, where is it that this family is going?
Right.
Why are we doing all this stuff? What is the purpose of all this stuff that we're doing? Once you have that bigger vision, you can plug everything kind of into it and ultimately nurture and make sure everybody else is fulfilled, because I guarantee you, when there are two fulfilled partners, you won't have all that extraness, is what I call it.
Extraness, I like that.
You won't have
Can
all
I borrow
that.
That word?
You can. I'm going to let you use it. But you won't have all of that extraness. You won't have all the cheating. You won't have all the stupidity, the anger.
Yeah.
Once each partner is nurtured, that's how you get those truly healthy, strong, satisfying relationships.
You know, it's interesting for us. We use as our foundation what we call our Clark family goals.
Right.
And if you're Clark, you know that those goals are to live a happy, healthy, wealthy, and successful life.
Right.
And so everything is about moving towards those Clark family goals, and that filters into both of our businesses.
Yes.
You know, and if there is something that is not in alignment with happy, healthy, wealthy, successful,
get it off the table.
Then get it off the table and can't be a part.
Yes. But that's huge. I think we have to make sure that people understand there has to be alignment between partners in order for you to have a happy relationship where you can live, work, and play together.
Yes, absolutely.
Bottom line.
Perfect. I absolutely love when you come and hang out at the CeCe TV.
You know I love it. You too.
So thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel. We really, really love being a part of your growth and a part of everything that you're doing. And also leave some comments below and tell us what you do in order to have a successful and happy relationship with your business partner. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here on CeCe TV Tuesday. And don't forget to come back next week when we're going to talk about 3 jobs that are not worth your time.
Love it.
I'm CeCe Clark. Thanks for sharing your day with me.